Hello, I'm Terry Hoover, Seed Sales Specialist with Lucky Farmers. I'm here today to talk to you about EnlistE soybeans. What are EnlistE soybeans? They have the trait that are tolerant to glufosinate, which is commonly known as Liberty Link, and glyphosate, which is commonly known as Roundup, EnlistE1, and EnlistE Duo. EnlistE1 is a new formulation of 2,4-D called 2,4-D choline. It's not 2,4-D ester and it's not 2,4-D amine. It's a different new formulation that has a drift tolerance to it, as well as it will not volatilize like some of the old 2,4-Ds. EnlistE Duo, as the name describes, duo meaning two, has 2,4-D choline in it, along with glyphosate. Which is better for you? Ask your local Lucky Farmer sales rep, and they'll determine which one is best for you. The next thing I want to discuss with you is our Grow More numbering system on our soybeans. As you can see here, this is a 27E49. The 27 will tell you the group number, so this is a 2.7. The letter indicates that it is an E or Enlist. With our Liberty Link GTLLs, that will have a B in it. So that's one of the ways you can tell the difference. What's the difference in the two beans? Your GTLL 27s can only be sprayed with Liberty and glufosinate and cannot be sprayed with 2,4-D over the top. Where EnlistE, you can spray your 2,4-D over the top. The other advantage to your EnlistE beans is that you can spray your burn down with 2,4-D choline with EnlistE1 or EnlistE Duo and come in immediately and plant. You can't do that with regular 2,4-D. So you can plant and then spray, or spray then plant your burn down. So now that we've covered this, the other thing I want to briefly talk about is rating systems. You're going to hear me talk about on a scale from 1 to 9. 1 being the poorest, 9 being the best. You can kind of think of it as 1 to 3 being below average, 4 to 6 being average, and 7 and 8 being above average. Okay, now that we got most of that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the bean. 27E49s is a Group 2 bean. Can go really on any soil type that we have out here in Northwest Ohio. It has an 8 rating on emergence, so it's going to get out of the ground fairly quick. It has a 1K gene in it, along with a 9 for Phytophthora field tolerance. I think when you put that with our Cavio C treatment, Phytophthora will not be an issue. As you can see, it's a medium tall bean. It will bush out, so it can go across that 7.5 to 30-inch row. Good bean for 2.7. I think it should be on your farm. The next bean I want to talk to you about is our 30E70s. That bean is not in our plot, so I'll just stand here and tell you about that one. It also carries a 1K gene, has a field tolerance of 7.5 for Phytophthora. So again, you can see that that is going to do very well here, especially if you put it with our Cavio C treatment. It's a little, not quite as fast out of the ground. It's got a 7.5 rating on it. Again, it is a tall bean, which will fill out, so it'll fill out those 30-inch rows all the way down to 7.5-inch row. Most of our beans that I've talked about so far, you can plant them at about 140,000 seeds per acre and get this kind of a stand. Grow More 31E01s is a new bean for us this year. Can go across any soil type, but really excels on your tougher soils. This bean is fast out of the ground. Come out, it's got a rating of 0.80 on the emergence. It carries a 1C gene, but still has a field tolerance of 8. So it does exceptionally well in our tough soils here in Northwest Ohio. This bean, again, is a medium tall bean and medium bushy bean. So it can go across that 7.5, 15, or 30-inch row. Again, you do not need to plant these beans thick. 140,000 is an optimal range for this bean. What I like about this bean for an early 3 is how it yields. It is a yield leader for a 3.1 soybean. Growmore 34E90s is the fullest season bean that we carry within our lineup in the Enlist group. As you can see, it's a very healthy bean, nice showy looking bean. It's got a 1C gene and a field tolerance of 6.5. Again, if you're going to put this on your wet soil, I definitely would recommend you have Cavio seed treatment with you to help fill in that little bit of a gap of a field tolerance rating. It's a very healthy bean, as I stated before, can go on any soil type, can go in any soil width. So 7.5, again, to that 30-inch row bean, you can do because it's a medium tall or medium bush bean. This bean, I really like it for a fuller season bean. I think the yield is much more than what you'll see with the earlier beans. But the one thing I want you to know is never, ever put all your eggs in one basket. Don't plant just a 3.4. You want to mix in some of the 3.1s, the 3.0s, or even the 2.7s if you're going to put out a little wheat. I think that 3.1 all the way down to a 2.7 will give you plenty of time to get your wheat in with the fall. But yet if you plant a 3.4, it's going to give you that extra yield boost, and you can catch some late season rains to help fill it out.
Thanks for viewing this segment of our virtual field day. Please remember, we have several programs to help discount your seed purchases from Lucky Farmers. We have an early order program that runs through the end of October. We have prepay discounts up to 14% if paid by the end of October, 12% if paid by January 15th of 2021. We also have 0% financing for seed, and we have special financing terms for your whole farm products. Other discounts available include volume, early pickup, and bulk. We also have programs that offer free delivery of your seed purchases in 2021. All Lucky Farmer seed programs include both the Growmore brand and our new seed partner, Brevant. Brevant is a new name in the seed industry, but has over 100 years of experience. So when you buy your seed from Lucky Farmers, you have access to what, in my opinion, is the most diverse genetics in the seed industry. So thank you for your time today. I hope you picked up and learned some things that you can apply to your farm. And as always, we thank you for your business.